Morning, children. Hope you all are hale and happy and taking very good care of yourself. Welcome to Session 4, Social Studies Paper 2, Chapter 20, Social Movements in Our Times. In today's session, we are going to learn environmental movements, movements against dams on the Narmada River. Let's start. Movements against dams on the Narmada River. Building of large multi-purpose dams was an integral part of India's planned development from 1950s. Some of these included large dams like Bhakra Nangal, Hirakud and Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. As we know, children, that in a previous session we have learned that the various environmental movements were started all over the world. Even we have learned about the Greenpeace movement, where the people are agitating or working to protect the environment. Now it's a time this movement, environmental movements, were started in the year 1970s in India. When in 1950 to 1960, this period was considered as the first 5 year plan, and these years are really crucial for the independent India, where the government has to make the policies and programs for the development of independent India. And in this first 5 year plan, the government has given a priority to the agriculture, and according to this they have to go for some multi-purpose dams. So a series of multi-purpose dams was being constructed like Bhakra Nangal, Hirakud and Nagarjuna Sagar. And in the beginning, people were too awestruck by the dams, the huge amounts of water it could store, the vast tracts it could irrigate, the amount of electricity it could generate, the floods and droughts it could control or prevent. Now, initially, when the people came to know about that multi-purpose dams, or the government has given priority for the construction of multi-purpose dams, most of the people ignore the basic questions of how they are disturbing the environment, because now the people are not aware that yes, it's a good thing that they are government is decided to accumulate as much as water for irrigation purpose. With this accumulation of water, or the huge amount of water, they can produce the hydropower electricity, as well as they can even check the floods, as well as to some extent even they can control the droughts also. But basically, most of the people have ignored that what will happen to the people, to the trees, to the fields and animals who lived in the areas submerged by these dams. Thousands of trees and animals and acres of fertile fields and people who had been displaced to build these dams were completely ignored. So initially, when they are having an idea of multi-purpose dams, the government has given a priority that the agriculture is our priority in a first 5 year plan, and for that agriculture they need a proper irrigation facility. But basically, they have ignored the environmental resource which is going to be lost or the disperse of the tribal people from their habitation. In this slide you can see here you're having a map where the government has decided for the construction of multi-purpose dams all over India, and the movement has been started to stop the construction of dam over Narmada River. So Narmada Bachao Andolan was started. Soon people began to question even this, as it turned out, if you actually accounted for all the expenditure and all the losses incurred in terms of forests and fields and villages, the investments in the dams did not yield adequate results. This was because the cost of the dams was huge, and often it increased due to delays in construction and price rise. So now the people has not only came to know that how the most of the actually fertile fields will be submerged, and how the people tribal people can be get dispersed from their habitation. All these questions has been arose in the minds of the people, those who are against the construction of these dams, as well as the price of construction of dams will be increased because of the delay in a construction, and maybe because of the price rise in a material which is required for the construction of dams. Second important issue, that they seldom irrigated the amount of land initially proposed to be irrigated or produced as much electricity as projected. Second important question which arose in the minds of the people, that whatever the estimation is there that this much of acres of land will be get irrigation water, usually it's not in a practical way. as well as even these projects were unable to generate that much of hydropower electricity which were expected by constructing these dams. So all these questions came up when the government proposed to build a series of major and minor dams across the Narmada river in one of the most ambitious river valley projects in India's history. Here, people are agitating against the construction of multipurpose dam on Narmada River. Development which was based on unsustainable use of natural resources only paved the way for setting up of industries and commercial farms at the cost of farming and tribal communities. So the leaders of the movement decided to oppose the very construction of the dams. Now, usually here when the people have came up with this sort of doubts in the mind, definitely they came to know that development is going to be done after construction of this multi-purpose dams. Only it's beneficiary for the industries as well as for the commercial purpose, but there is no one is there to get the answer or the solution for the grievances of the problems of the farmers as well as the tribal communities, those who will get dispersed from their habitation. So most of the leaders, they have decided to oppose the construction of the dams. Among them, Baba Mahilya, who was a part of Narmada Bachao Andolan that organized people's movement in the Narmada Valley against the dam. Here, Sardar Sarovar Dam. This is a series of dams, small and major dams, which were fruitful for the irrigation purpose as well as for the production of hydropower electricity. Medha Patkar. Medha Patkar is an Indian social activist born on 1st December 1954. NBA Narmada Bachao Andolan was initiated by Medha Patkar along with other colleagues. She moved to live among the tribals of the Narmada Valley in the mid 1980s and alerted them to the fate that awaited them with the construction of these dams. Initially, the Sardar Sarovar project was expected to be built with money borrowed from World Bank. After intense protests, mobilization, marches, hunger fast and an international campaign, World Bank decided to withdraw its funding. So initially, this project, Sardar Sarovar project, was going to be funded by the World Bank. But because of that intense marches, mobilization and hunger fast, the World Bank has decided to withdraw its funding for the construction of Sardar Sarovar project. The NBA movement combines in itself many strands like the movement of indigenous people, movement against neoliberal policies, struggle of farmers to hold on to their land as attempts are being made to take them over for dams, urbanization, industries, mines and forests. So Narmada Bachao Andolan is not only an environmental movement, it came up with a lot of issues like how the tribal people is going to get dispersed from their habitation. They have to get safety and a right to live in their habitation. Even the farmers has the right to hold their lands, and how this construction of dams can disturb the environmental phenomena. Let us have a quick recap, children. Environmental movements, movements against dams on the Narmada River and Medha Patkar. These are the concepts which we have covered in this session. It's time for home assignment. Children, you have to write some slogans on water conservation. Thank you.